Hello and welcome back to the Outback. Back under the tarp. The sunshine's disappeared, so I'm back under here. It's that time of year when all the bitey things are coming out. The midges, the mozzies, the ticks. So it's about time I used a little bit of alchemy and mixed up one of my magic potions. So I thought I'd show you what I use, go through them all one by one, explain everything to you that I do. Now this is my own personal use. I'm not recommending you do it. I'm recommending you do your own research on everything. I spray my clothes with this stuff. I tend not to put it on my skin as it can have problems with skins. But it does help and it does keep the insects at bay, I've found. So again, this is my personal spray. So I'll share the recipe with you and go through each ingredient and make your own mind up and see if it helps you. So the first thing that I've got are these little spray bottles. Any little spray bottle will do. But these are just that type of thing with a spray top on, as long as you can access it to pour liquids in. That'll just be water where I flush it through, and a little cover that goes on the top of it. That's what you'll need to do this. I'll also need my glasses to read what I've wrote. My memory isn't what it used to be. So the first ingredient, if you go into your kitchen, I'm sure you can pinch some off the missus, a few peppercorns. And peppercorns have capsaicin in them, which deter aphids, some mites and other insects. But I find putting peppercorns in the bottle actually keeps a good way of mixing all the oils together, as well as helping with the insect repellent side. So, being a magical little recipe, we've got 9 oils, including the peppercorns. So I'm going to put 9 of these in the bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 peppercorns. And that's the first one. So the next thing that we're going to put in is some eucalyptus, which I have here, the essential oils. I'm going to put 10 drops of everything here into the bottle. The eucalyptus contains paramenthane, which repels mosquitoes. I'm sure you all know about it. So that's the next thing that's going in the bottle. 10 drops of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. So that was the eucalyptus oil. The next one along, make sure I don't knock that over again now, it's starting to get oils in it. Is going to put some cedarwood oil in it. Now cedarwood's excellent, love the stuff, smells really nice, repels mosquitoes, fleas, moths, ticks, hopefully midges as well. So another 10 drops of this one, once you get it going. Sometimes the oils are hard to get out, sometimes they flow easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. There we go. 10 drops of that. The next one I'm going to put in, should come over there as I do, is the citronella. We all know about citronella. A lot of people try to use this on its own, and it will have some effect on its own, but you need to mix these oils into your own recipe for them to have a really good effect on what's around you and the environments you're going in. So again, the citronella, just put 10 drops of her in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or thereabouts. These oils, always buy them in the brown bottles. Always store them in a dark cupboard in the cool, and they'll last you an awful long time. They are quite expensive, but when you add up the price of bug sprays, these do just as good a job without harming the environment and without hopefully doing you as much harm either. The next one along, we shall be trying some peppermint oil. Again, peppermint oil. Insects find this undesirable, and it deters, again, mosquitoes, flies, fleas, ticks. The same as the citronella oil. The citronella, I never mentioned, I'm jumping the gun on that. This is only, the citronella masks your scent. It actually confuses the insects, takes your body odour away from them, and that keeps them away from you because they're not interested in eating you. So that's the idea behind the citronella. Again, the citronella, black flies, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, all the biting, nasty, horrible insects out there. So we'll put some peppermint oil in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. You can see it's starting to get a little bit of oil in there now. That was the peppermint oil. The next one along, we have a bit of lavender oil. So again, the lavender oil, it's not as potent as the citronella. Its effect is against midges. So this is why I put the lavender oil in. They definitely don't like this. And the cedar, I've found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So that was the lavender oil. We're on the other page. Now we have some rosemary. Now the rosemary, against mosquitoes and biting insects, has an active compound like camphor and cineol. So there we go. We'll put a bit of rosemary in. That always helps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That one in nice and easy. The next one down that we're going to be putting in on the magic oils. If it'll stand up. Is cinnamon oil. Now this deters insects. It contains eugenol, and it becomes more effective when it's used with other oils. So again, people, the same with the citronella. Don't just use one oil. Try combinations of oil. and look at what the oils actually repel. So again, 10 drops of this, the cinnamon, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's the cinnamon in there. And the last one, I believe, is geranium oil, and that repels again mosquitoes, ticks, other pests. It contains citronellol and geraniol, which are compounds known for insect repelling properties. Again, most of the herbs do. There's a lot of others you could use, but these are my main, and the ones I've been using, and the ones that seem to work for me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as you can see, these bottles at 10 drops a go last you an awful long time. And you're looking at about that in the bottom of there in essential oils now. It smells very pungent. And the next thing that we're going to need is some isopropyl alcohol. Now, I do a 50-50 mix of isopropyl in this bottle now, and then distilled water or purified water out the filters, and that then should do us. So I'm going to pour about half of this in, which is around that much, and then I should just get some distilled water and top that up. And that was the isopropyl alcohol. Tongue twister for an old man. Pure alcohol. So I've just been in and got some filtered water that we drink. All our water is filtered. It takes virtually everything out the filter we use. So I'll top it up with that. If you're struggling, you can buy little bottles of distilled water if you must. Boil the kettle, put it in a glass, let it cool down and stand until it's cold, and that'll be good enough to top it off with. It's killed most things off. And it's got the alcohol in it as well. So now I'll just top that up full with the water. There she goes. And give it a really good shake. And it's as simple as that. Keep that in your pocket, give yourself a spray on your clothes with it, and I find it keeps most of the insects at bay. It doesn't stop all the midges. You'll still need a bug net if you go to certain places, but it really does help, and it helps with ticks and everything else. And to spray. And it's quite nice. A lot nicer than the deep sprays, and just as effective in my mind. Here, your hat spray. I don't find it bothers my clothing, but I'm not making any promises for yours. I tried to not put it directly on my skin, but if a bit goes on my skin, it doesn't seem to bother me. Do some tests yourselves with the oils. The easiest way is just to get a drop of the oil, put it on a soft part of your skin, and just leave it there and see if it has any effect. If it does, don't use that oil. If it burns or anything else, just wash it straight off, give it a good cleaning off, and practice yourself. Like I said, the oils are not that cheap, but they do last a long time if you look after them. But then again, the deep sprays and all the other things that do work cost you a small arm and a leg these days. So this is what I do every year, and it works. and as you can see the peppercorns just stay in it, and they help the oil mix. So every time you get it out, just give it a good shake, and there you have your own bug spray. If you find it's not strong enough, put 20 drops of each in, same amount of alcohol, same amount of water, and there you go. That's how I do it every year. Hope that helps. Hope it was interesting. If it is, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Sorry about the aircraft. We don't live anywhere near an airport. The noise levels are increasing dramatically and driving me insane lately. But it's one of the things, we live out in the suburbs as we used to. Not anymore. So thanks for that, and see you back in the Outback soon.